This digital content curator by name Comedian Mwirigi, he recently shared that he's clocked 24 years. What caught my attention about, that whole birthday, update was the reactions and the feedback from Kenyans online. So, quote unquote, this is what he shared. He said, "Happy 24th birthday to me." But then the comments, good Lord. So here are some of it. Let me just sample the ones that caught my attention. Somebody said, "Kitu I realize with this how majama, are they influencers or what? Or celebrities? Is he a celebrity?" Anyway, kitu I realize with how majama is they punguza their age, ndio ikae they have achieved something at a young age. Juu akisema ako 30, I believe that's 30 or 30, ataonekana mbaba anafanya komedi ya watoto. Wow, bro, that's shade. That's throwing shade. That's taking a dig at him. But anyway, let me finish from some of the comments and then we're gonna pick up from there. Another one said, "So you tulihesabu census 209 jamani." What 209 kama ulihesabu census inamaanisha kwa miaka ngapi saizi? Hebu sema hapo hivyo. Another one said, "Tulifanya KCSE 2011 na yeye." Hata mimi sikuwa nimefanya KCSE your time bado, and I know I'm older than Mwirigi. Another one said, "Unakaa mzee." Really? But also, judging from this feedback, I think there's just something about, Gen Z not looking their age. And I want to put it like this. For me, I hold the thought and the opinion that most Gen Zs, come from a structured family backgrounds. And structured, I mean, there are available resources. It was a safer and a more nurturing environment that gave them, I'd say, space to grow and fully form compared to most millennials, at least, who grappled with, being deputy parents. Most of the millennials actually raised either a middle child or the last born, or literally the whole entire family, including the father and the mother. Like most millennials they've carried a lot of family trauma, and they were forced to grow up earlier, as compared to Gen Zs who there was electricity 24/7, there was television, there was a car to pick them and drop them off to school and back home. They had a lot of pocket money as compared to millennials. They had to work over the weekends or during the holidays so that they get something. Most millennials actually were reprimanded harshly, and they walked on eggshells in a way that you are told, "Usipopata hiyo B, ama pata hiyo C+, uone vile utajisomesha." There were such threats from, most boomers, who are parents to, millennials. And actually most millennials were actually traumatized because there's things that their parents maybe would do. Because personally, I'd say when it comes to the issue of age, I remember also being reprimanded, like something would go wrong in the house and the mother of the house would be like, "Wewe uko 14, hao wengine ni wadogo na uliacha tu, Well, sasa mbona ile na wewe ni mkubwa, umelala na wewe ni mkubwa." There's always such statements, uko 14 na hauna akili, such things, such sentiments always came from parents. But also remember, this is actually a psychological saying, a psychiatrist saying, how you speak to a child becomes the inner voice when they grow up. So I still hear some of the things that I was told, and as much as my mom was not present in that home, but processing those statements was a little bit different as compared to, I believe, if my mom would have said that, I would have definitely taken it differently. But because it was not my mom, it hurt me. And I get it. And I still feel the shame of exposing my age too, But also Gen Z, you could get a 22, 23-year-old, or even a 20, or just let's say from 20 to 25. A Gen Z-old dude, especially boy child, has a fully formed beard, a deeper masculine voice, even deeper than mine, physical features, like they look super masculine. And you'd be surprised and stunned that the things a 20 to 25-year-old Gen Z is doing, he's doing it twice than even what a 45-year-old man or even a 30-year-old, millennial is doing. And shockingly, most millennials who are between even 30 to 35 look like they're 25, 26, 27. And Gen Zs who are 20 to 26, 27 there look older. So I don't know what is it. Is it generational genes and gap or what is it? But yeah, so I'm stunned as well. And what do you think Mwirigi does not look his age? Is it because of his hairline? Because recently they had such a skit, I believe, with the Muigai dude who's a comedian too. Why don't Gen Zs look their age? What is it? The hormones, or the comfort that they grow up in, the opulence and the abundance and the availability of a nurturing environment, less chaos. But also Gen Zs are very stunning. They are clear on the who and the what. They know who they are and what they are going for, so you can't mess with them. But also I understand why people hide their age, because there's some jobs where they'll hire people who are younger. They want somebody who's fresh, funky and fly. And trust me, there's also, but also before I forget, we've seen, because this comment here, the last part where ataonekana anafanya mbaba anafanya comedy ya watu hii. I saw Tiffany Haddish, this American comedian, syndicated American comedian. She was hosting a children's talk show, and because she's funny, because of the funny bone and the jokes, hilarious jokes she'd crack, she can resonate literally with any kind of audience. So to me, I'd like to finish off lastly by saying age is just a mindset. The more you live, the more you get seasoned. But the things you do, it's just about personality and character. So be fluid. So I don't get it with the age thing, but like a person like me who has a bit of trauma, I understand why I'd hide my age. And there was even a time Nikita Kering, she said she had turned 19 or 20, and people are like, yeah, girl, you're 26, girl, you're 27. What do you think is the exact age of comedian Mwirigi? Why don't you think he's not 24? Me, I believe he's 24, yeah? But happy birthday, man. Happy birthday.